Greetings, YouTube. This is part two of my response to the black women without black men. Now, many black women claim that the reason they can't find a good man is because they're all taken and the rest are broke, unemployed, or in jail or homosexual. That seems to be the common mentality regarding black men. So what about the brother who works maybe a job that isn't six figure, or isn't doesn't look like Morris Chestnut or Malik Yoba, but it still looks like an average dude? Well, men are required to look past the frumpiness of a woman. If I pass over a woman because she's frumpy or obese or whatever, I'm considered shallow or superficial. If she passes me over because she feels I'm too square and too average, she gets that right. Which is a weird, twisted double standard. But that is neither here nor there. And I'm sure these same women that have all these prerequisites and requirements for men that they want to be, the type of man they want to be with, they wouldn't pass the test. They wouldn't pass their own test. And if the man was as perfect as she imagined him to be, if he had all that, he probably wouldn't want her. He'd probably go out and get something better than her. So on that one, I think we see eye to eye. I can't really say I disagree with you too much on some things. Like just everybody just, hey, I want someone that I get along with and am compatible with. And that won't cheat on me. I also wonder, and here's a question I ask, if those black women that claim they can't find someone on their level were so concerned about racial solidarity, they would try to lift up the brother that they feel is quote unquote beneath them, as opposed to pining away for the so called good man that's taken. And of course, they want to scream, some white woman took him or some Asian woman took him. Now, Jason STL mentioned in his vid about how, in his own personal experiences, the, the black women he dealt with seemed to be more hostile towards him, where women of other ethnicities showed a better kindness toward him, a better fondness for him. Now, I only dated one white lady back when I was in high school, and for the most part, many of the women I dealt with were black. All the women I dealt with were black. So, but I did notice that, and even do still notice that, even with something simple as just saying hello, if I walk by a lady and I happen to make eye contact, I say hello. Not a lady, but anyone. And white women usually smile and say, hey, how are you? It might strike up a little conversation with me. Where sisters, you say hello, they get that like, don't be a groupie, keep it moving, you don't know me type of attitude. And I'd be like, wow, I'm not really trying to holler. I'm just trying to say hello. I'm just being polite because that's my upbringing. So I just find it funny that that same sister then complains that that black guy, once he got successful, found someone of another race, usually white or Hispanic or Asian or something like that. Well, maybe that brother didn't want the drama of dealing with that 42% of black women who feel that no one is on their level. Because even if he did everything that he was supposed to do, in air quotes here, and even if he did say and do the right things and was all about the right things, you all wouldn't appreciate it. But yet you'll be the first one screaming at the top of your lungs that you're not getting it. But yet when it comes, you wouldn't know it if it slapped you dead in your face. And I start with the cat, or I say with the I state that I am not attacking all black women. So, but I am fascinated at the mentality and the psychology of that. That whole I can't find someone on my level. I think if we get past our fears, we can find someone. If we get past our own stubborn ways, our own stubborn inconsistencies, we can find somebody. But we got to make sure we're together when we find them. I do want to thank you for putting this out there. I'm sure this subject has probably gotten discussed ad nauseum, but that's really an issue. That's really a serious, serious issue. And I do want to thank you for bringing that to the forefront. And I just want to also just say I don't even know what else to say. But I do hope that you comment on my video, and video responses are always good. And I do want to thank you very much for tuning in. Peace.